Now, tell us about some of the Army translators. I think has gotten so much attention, rightfully so. Right? I mentioned this morning, just bringing it back home. Across the street from us is an Iraqi former translator, came here through the program where they're allowed to emigrate to the United States if they've helped us out for I don't know how many years, whatever. But that's part of the program.
And
right?
why? Because they're actually at risk in their own countries.
Yeah.
And so now we are doubling their risk. We've said,
Right.
okay, we're going to give you safe refuge in America. Oh, no, actually, we're going to make your life a living hell in addition to the living hell that you're trying to escape.
So he took advantage of this program. He came here. His wife had to stay behind. I'm not sure exactly why. She got a visa, right, finally, on the 18th of December. I'm sorry, January, 2 days before Trump was sworn in, to come to the United States. She showed up at the airport in Baghdad on Saturday to take her flight to the United States with her visa in hand. Hey, Jamie, we've got, she told her story to CNN.
I was about to get on the plane, and they called my name. I went, and they said, "You can't board. You can't travel." I was shocked. I cried, "Why? Why me?"
There's people that we owe a debt to, right, for saving the lives of our military there in Iraq, and we treat them like this.
I just want to make this
multiple
plug.
stories
There's a
this,
lot
right?
of stories. We're hearing a lot of them. We've been capturing them all into a list that we're keeping at the ACLU. If you know of anybody, the email address is irpmuslimban@aclu.org. IRP, which is Immigration Rights Project. irpmuslimban@aclu.org, and we're tracking these stories, and we're going to continue to fight this order on many fronts. You know, there's people here in the United States, Bill, who are planning to travel to some of these countries who are now wondering if they should, because will they ever be able to get back? There were people who had plans to come here in about a month, and they're wondering if they will be able to make it. So if you're in those kinds of situations, reach out to us. We'll be looking for...
I want to mention something really, really quick, because the president just tweeted 10 minutes ago. Because the big argument, I know we're trying not to read every tweet.
Governing by
out.
tweeting, yes.
Yeah. So the big argument here is this is not a Muslim ban. That's what a lot of conservatives are saying. This is not a Muslim ban, right?
Saying.
Right? This is a tweet from Donald Trump. If the ban were announced with 1 week notice, the bad would rush into our country during that week. A lot of bad dudes out there. So he himself calls it a ban in a tweet 10 minutes ago.
And yesterday he was tweeting about the fact that Syrian Christians are suffering greatly.
Yeah.
One thing you don't see in a lot of his tweeting is the word Muslim. It's not a subject of concern for him. It's obviously something that he's not animated about. To the extent he is animated, it's a personal animus against Muslims. I'm sure you saw Rudy Giuliani on this last weekend saying that Donald Trump called me personally and told me he wanted to do a Muslim ban and asked me how to do it legally. Mm-hmm. So we have enough statements on the record about what they were intending to do. And despite the obfuscation or the euphemism about extreme vetting, everyone's clear-eyed about what the hell is going on.
I think the question is whether that will that record will matter on the question of whether this is constitutional or not. If it's not in the text of the order, because we heard Donald Trump himself say he wanted a Muslim ban originally. We were talking about this before, and then said we're going to find a way around it. Essentially,
John, I would just say to you that in effect, by excluding certain minority religions, particularly Christians, from the executive order, our argument that this is religious discrimination is going to be quite strong.
Well, I'm not a judge and I'm not a lawyer, but it seems to me if you say from these countries, right, Muslims are not allowed, but
90%
Christians,
Muslim countries, right?
But Christians are.
Right.
That's a religious test.
This is like those old earmarks where they say we're going to give $1 million. We can't say to a particular person. So one of 4 people sitting in this room who's wearing a sweater and a collar, glasses, and has white hair.
Who would that be? Well, okay.